to get better?
I mean, really, I just learned like little things, the minute details of the game make all the difference in the long run. And the games that we did lose, it was just the little details, turnovers mainly. That's the thing I took away the most is ball security wins games, and not turning the ball over is a big factor. Letting our special teams unit get on the field and kick it away is more important than trying to fit a ball into a tight window or something of that nature. So I mean, there's a lot to take away, but I mean, I feel like I grew a lot, and that should show as we go into next season too.
Now, kind of going into this offseason, I mean, like, what did you try to focus on the most these last few months to now get ready for this spring? Now that you're not rushing in from high school like last year.
I mean, we got a new offensive coordinator, obviously, so just meeting with him and getting to know his personality and how he likes to do things, and then just trying to shape up my body more to make sure I'm not injury prone. Because I mean, I did suffer that injury last year, which I mean didn't play too much of a role as the season progressed. But I like to be a little bit bigger. That way, I'm good to go and I can take those hits and things of that nature. So I mean, this off season I just kind of bulked up a little bit. I feel like, which will help me run the ball a little bit more too, and whatever it takes to help our offense be successful. So, really, I just watched some film, got to know Coach Ramsey, and then hit the weight room pretty hard.
How much did you bulk up by, just out of curiosity, or did you feel like you bulk? How much did you bulk
I
up?
mean, I dropped down to 190 by the Tulane game, so I was sitting pretty low, and then I bulked back up. I'm like 204 right now, around there. So I mean, it's good weight, and we've been working hard with the strength staff. So I'm feeling pretty good right now.
So how does it feel? Playing with that extra good weight on you.
I mean, it feels. I was 200 at the beginning of last season, and then I slowly dropped. So I mean, it wasn't too much to get accustomed to, and I feel like I'm moving the best I've ever moved. We did tour duty, which is our little circuit of workouts, strength agility program basically, and I felt nice doing that. So I mean, I feel really good right now. Shoulders feeling healthier, body's feeling good.
Now, obviously, this is last year was your freshman year, so you had to get used to a new coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore year, another coordinator. So just
Yeah.
how has that been getting acclimated with Ramsey and everything?
I mean, one of the things I think Coach Silverfield harped on was keeping the same offense for the most part. So Krams came in and we still do most of the same things. So I didn't have to relearn a completely new offense, which benefited me. But I mean, just getting with him and getting his opinion on different like situational things and what he likes to do, and him just adding little wrinkles to what we already do. Like I feel like that'll help us just get even more better and help us be more successful as we go into next season.
And then one of the things that he praised you and Grant about is obviously being in a position battle, but the camaraderie between you two and just the relationship that you have. How important is that for both of you guys to have that close knit relationship?
I mean, Grant was my best friend coming in here, and he took me under his wing whenever I first got here, and just really brought me along. He taught me some of the offense. We watched a lot of film together my first spring, so like, I mean, I built that relationship with him, and we've maintained it. And he's still one of my best buddies, and we just joke about it all the time. But at the same time, we're both working really hard every single day. He came back from his injury, and then I'm just still trying to progress and continue learning my knowledge of the game and build that relationship with my teammates. And I mean, we're both just doing all we can, but at the end of the day, we still have that relationship, which is a really good thing.
What does it mean for you to kind of you got obviously you played last year as a starter, but just for you, what does it mean like having another competition? Do you feel like it's kind of making you stronger? Just kind of how do you feel about it going through it again almost?
Yeah, I mean, it feels fine. Competition is obviously a big coaching point. All the coaches like a kid who's really competitive and has that nature about themselves. So at the end of the day, I was going to compete against myself regardless, and that's the mentality I still kind of have. Obviously, Grant is a great player, but I'm really just trying to compete against myself and against the opponents that I know we faced during the season. Just trying to think, oh, he's doing this. I need to be doing something that much more to make sure I have that competitive edge over our opponents. I mean, obviously, you're competing against your teammates for the spot, but I'm just trying to think in terms of bigger picture. So, I mean, that's how I feel.
And I know Krams told us about just kind of how like when you have somebody pushing you a little bit more, makes you less complacent and everything. Do you kind of feel like the having the competition again, it kind of avoids that? And you can just kind of like you said, focus on what do I need to get better. Period.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I wasn't going to get complacent regardless, but I mean, that just ensures that you're working every single day to get that much better. And that just ensures that you're getting better every single day because there's another dude who's played Division I football before, who's a guy, who's a dude. So like, you can't get complacent at all. So, yeah, I mean, I guess just working out every single day as hard as we can, both of us. So.
How do you think that's positively affected the offense, not just at the quarterback position, but there's a lot of different position battles going on in the
Mhm.
offense, and kind of creating that mode. How has that benefited just the offense and practice and everything? Everybody kind of
Mhm.
going out and competing.
Yeah, I mean, we have crazy depth at, I mean, every position in my opinion. So just every single person getting reps, even if you're a 1 or a 2, I mean, even a 3, like kids are going to be playing on Saturday. And having good quarterbacks just helps us as a unit get better every single rep. Because I know if you're a receiver running with the 2s, you have Grant at quarterback, you're going to get high quality reps. He's going to give you a good ball, and you'll get better every single day. But I mean, as a unit, we've gotten really close. I feel like with me being here longer too, I feel like that's helped too. But I mean, receivers really deep. We have 7 or 8 guys who are going to make plays for us. And then quarterbacks, we always have me and Grant. Both great players, and then our running back room is really deep. Offensive line has experience, so I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about how we are as a unit, our connectedness, and just it's been showing. We've only been out here 2 days, but I feel like we've clicked nicely, and we've moved the ball pretty nicely, made some plays. So I'm just excited to see how the spring progresses.
Obviously, there's a new number you got there. Just what's the story behind the number? Obviously, is that first of all, is that the number you had before, or what's the story behind it? Just what is it?
I mean, the story is I've never had the same number playing football my whole career. So I've changed every single season, and I wasn't going to stop. And next year, probably not going to stop. But next year, I'll probably go back to 9, but we'll see what happens. But, I mean, it's 5 people in my family, so I was like, and I was 14 last year. I was like, 1 + 4. I don't know. I was like, Sean Dykes is gone. I loved him. I'm going to just take his number, you know what I'm saying?
So there's no real emotional attachment to any one number.
No. Number 9, my dad wore number 9. I wore that my senior year when we won my state championship. So that's like my favorite number. But I think Gabe has it right now, and he had it last year. So I wasn't about to. I can't take it. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
I'll wait till he's
you
gone.
mentioned Sean. Obviously, Sean had a lot to say about you, just praising you and everything, and him being a Texas guy. Like, how much does it mean kind of carrying on his number, at least just because he is the last guy to wear 5 here?
I mean, it feels nice. He was a great player, great dude, and you know I miss him a lot of the days. But I mean, I just took it because it was a cool number. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I reached out to him after, and I told him I got it. He was like, "Oh, let me tweet it out or something." And yeah, we talked about it for a little bit, and we just caught up, and then it was good talking to him though. And he was like, "Happy that you got my number," something like that.
All right, thanks, Seth.
Good, appreciate you.